Welcome back, guys. As always, spoilers ahead. We're going to be diving into the second part. Okay. So, our NPC won't spawn until after we've come through this fog gate. But as you can see, there's a guy down here, a knight. Okay, so remember we can jump ledges in this game. So this is Ostrava. And right here is the thief ring. Now this makes it harder for enemies to detect you.
That was a bold leap, a surprise indeed. Well, now that you are here, pray thee, fend off these dreglings. That was a bold leap, a surprise indeed. Well, now that you are here, pray thee, fend off these dreglings. That was a bold leap, a surprise indeed. Well, now that you are here, pray thee, fend off these dreglings.
Okay, so that's all he asked. There is quite a bit of them. Not even going to blame him on that one. So this is why I like a ranged option. You're supposed to drop down and fight him, but I'm like, nah. And there's a lot more than this. See, as soon as you kill them, he drops down. Be sure to talk to him, and as long as you get the brass telescope, you know you have completed the first part of his quest.
Rescue. I am Ostrava of Boletaria. Accept this as a token of my gratitude.
Okay, you can talk to him again.
Now I take my leave. There is something I must do. No matter how far I venture, only the soul star remain. Is there a single sane person left in the world?
So they're all going to be focused on killing him. If he dies, naturally, the quest line doesn't continue. So this is why we took the lower path first. As you can see, there's one of them blue-eyed knights. And if we don't hit him, like right away blast and make up turn hostile on you. There you go. Likewise, he can be accidentally poisoned and accidentally shot with arrows and all sorts of stuff, so you have to be careful not to kill him yourself. So we're just going to follow him around. See, he's smashing some more guys down here, and there's quite a few dreglings down here. And there's even more down here. See, he's making his way down here. These are explosive barrels, so gotta be careful. A lot of times what happens is they jump and they gang up on them, like all those guys would just gang up on him. Got some upgrade materials, that's always welcome. Not done with babysitting him yet, though. Okay, there's some more dudes in here. I think that's the end of his pathing loop, is over here. So you just want to make sure that there's no enemies.
How far I venture, is there a single sane person left
Didn't
in
mean to talk
Boletaria?
to him there. I was trying to pick the shiny. There we go. So yeah, I think this is the end of his pathing loop, and then you use this up here to get up top. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of draglings. So remember, just stay calm, take them one at a time. You see that jump move, you may think it's bad, but you sidestep it and get a critical instead. Turns out pretty good, huh? So there you see he's pathing back that way. How was I getting shot? Oh, all the way up there? I've never had that happen before. I wonder where I'm actually getting shot from. Anyway, time for some heals. Yeah, it's coming from up here. So if you want to go back that way and hit the shortcut in the Archstone, go back to the Nexus, you would take this path over there. We'll take that shortly. We're going to deal with that archer first. Okay, you can see a guy over there. There's going to be another archer up here we want to deal with, as well as one of those terrifying blue-eyed knights. So we're going to deal with the knight first, I believe. You see I'm doing chip damage through his shield because it doesn't have magic defense. These guys are an excellent source of grass. I'll make him fall off. There we go, bye-bye. So that's the path of progression right there, but we don't want to leave items behind, so I'm going to show you the other way too. Then we'll go through progression. We're not going to get every single item in the game. There's quite a few areas that are tedious to go through. But we're going to get a good chunk of them. And I will definitely show you the ones that have made a huge difference in my playthroughs. So two dudes should jump down from right here. Once you hit about here. There we are. So that's kind of an ambush. Fight three of them up at once. So I'm not really going back here for items or anything. What I'm coming back here for is there's a merchant over here I wanted to show you. Watch out for these. Those are explosive barrels, and we know how that works. If there's explosive barrels, they can do with fire bombs. Okay, progress a little bit further, and then this guy will walk in there. See, there he is. He's got fire bombs. You're gonna run away. You're like, oh no, a guy. And then you're gonna run into the barrels, and you're gonna be dead now. So there should be one more. There we go. And he usually can blow himself up, so. He might still be alive, though. Yeah, somehow he survived that. By some miracle. And then there would be, you go up the stairs and you're back down. There's where Ostrava was. I'm also recording footage for another video, so sorry about that. So if you roll around in here, there is a non-hostile person, and he's a merchant.
Good day to you. Care to look over my wares? Mostly stolen, but who's telling eh?
Kind of creepy looking, but if you don't try to kill us, I won't try to kill him. And he sells fire bombs. He's got a long sword, a club, short spear, light crossbow, wooden shield, soldiers. So he's got some stuff. And I say fire bombs, perfect for this occasion right here. He's got some grass. So, you know, I find it better to spend your souls on something than lose them.
Thanks for that. Come back soon.
Kind of creepy looking, but you know, not bad. Fire bombs, arrows, different weapons. There's some options there, so you could farm guys if you want and get different weapons here. So now we are through the second part, the second fog wall. So you may notice some stockades here, and you see some boulders, and you see some more boulders, and you're like, this seems like a trap. And it is. If I can trigger that trap, though. There we go. And I'm going to use this in our favor. Like that. Isn't that beautiful? Now there's one guy that's going to survive by the skin on his teeth. Usually a guy with a crossbow. Okay, we got some more bolts, even better. Of course, be careful going around corners. Ah, the Bridge of Death. Ah, the angry sword. And the one directly behind it. Don't go that way just yet. Go to the left. I want to show you something. Why? Because it's cool. Aren't those just the neatest? So the red one's very aggressive, the blue one won't do nothing, but you see a bunch of shinies over there, and then there's some shinies down below. Don't do it. Just don't. When we shift the world to pure white pendency, the dragons will disappear, then we'll come back and get the loot. But yeah, just don't. I know it's tempting. The inner loot goblin is strong, but just resist. Are these burn marks? These seem like burn marks. That's a lot of soldiers. Yep, you guessed it. Seems like a lot like the bridge in Dark Souls 1, huh? Where you beat the forest demon, and he just flies and toasts you. it is a red drake as well. So, you know, kind of seeing where they got the inspiration maybe a little bit. So just give him a second. There we go. And we were supposed to use him to clear out the enemies for us, but now he's just going to keep spamming that bridge. You can see, here he goes over and over and over. So you want to find right where the flames end, and you want to phase off running, shield up. So just find out where those flames end real quick. Looks like they still hit you on the steps. About where that battle axe is. Now he's gone. Alright, leave the shinies, not worth it. Just take off running. He de-aggroed and not worth it. These guys aren't going to move and chase you, so. And as you saw, the dragon didn't kill him, so you know you're safe. So, yeah. Save point back here. Alright, so you made it past. We're almost to the second shortcut, so be careful. Item down here. Free soul, not bad. Of course, another dark room. You know what that means. Be careful. So right here. Now is the first look at the boss. So we haven't unlocked the second shortcut yet, but if you die now, you can go straight to the boss. So, mission accomplished. You have unlocked the boss. You don't ever have to come over here again. We're going to continue on a little bit though. I want to get that shortcut. Pine resin there, that enchants your weapon with fire. Great, because the upcoming boss is weak to it. Keep your defenses up. Hello. That one's got a spear. Remember, one-on-one is the best. See, the spear guys have just a little bit more health. Yeah, there should be one more in here. Yeah, there we go, firebomb guy. I can throw stuff too, buddy. Okay, there's a dragling. Fire sword. Okay, so this is a look at your first part of the boss. Throws a good spear. Not gonna deny that. See that he has a big hoplite shield. If you hit him from the front, you're not going to do any damage. So, things weak to fire, weak to magic. And if you hit it from behind, it's weak to physical attacks. These guys drop upgrade materials. So if you want to farm them for upgrades, you can. Here, over here is another hero soul. Beautiful. I hold on to these until I need to buy something. or I'm just short on levels, and then I gobble them all up. Okay, there's another one. Some more treasure. Now the second shortcut is unlocked. So if you want to go back up there when the dragon is dead, you don't have to fight through all that stuff. Okay, and as you can see, we have a boss fog now. Big old gates open. So what I'm going to do is equip my fire bombs. All 18 of them we've gotten. And when the boss comes in, I am going to use those to help me burst it down. Okay. So this is Phalanx. He is a bunch of those little guys. And I do need a bunch. There's so many that they can't even all fit on him. And they're on both sides. Whoops, accidentally hit R2. So, and he can heal. He can like absorb them and heal off of them too. You see, getting behind him. So, how effective are throwing items in this game? Well, hello. You saw that did even that killed off a good chunk of those guys, and it damaged the boss. So as long as you can hit the boss, you're golden. If you want to farm the materials, it's worth trying to kill all those guys. But as you can see, we can easily get overwhelmed. More grass. And that's kind of the thing. If you want to burst it down with physical damage, then you really want to get up close and personal on it. Kill all those phalanxes off, and then it's defenseless. It can't even attack without the phalanx, the little guys. So, as you can see, that unlocked the next area right there. We touched the Archstone for the Lead Demon Soul. Now, we're going to go back to the Nexus and unlock the rest of the Archstones real quick. And you see we got our body back, our health is no longer restricted. Unlock the Lord's Path. We're going right back to the Nexus. As soon as you get your body back, you can be invaded. It's not safe.
Welcome back. The monumental awaits the above. The monumental will explain the nexus to thee.
Okay, so we are going to talk to Stockpile Thomas real quick, and we're going to complete his quest real quick.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on your belongings, don't you worry. When the Scourge came, I abandoned my wife and daughter
and fled like a coward. When I came to, I was in this nexus. I haven't dared venture outside these walls since. I wish I could do more, but I am ignorant of the world beyond these walls. That candle maiden cared for me during my first days here. She says very little, but has a kind heart. She's just the age my young daughter would have been. Poor girl. Trapped here with her eyes occluded by wax. If only something could be done to help her. If only something could be done to help her. You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you. That ornament, that belongs to my daughter. Then she didn't make it after all. My dearest little baby. May she rest in peace. May I ask a favor? Would you mind giving me that hair ornament? I'd like to have it in memory of my daughter.
So that's right. The people we cut down from the chains, that was his family. So go ahead and give it to him.
You're a saint. Thank you. Thank you so much. I mustn't forget. It's not much, but please accept this as thanks. I found it discarded on the main road. It might look ordinary, but it seems to possess a strange power. Anyway, I feel that you should have it. It will be happier in your hands.
Okay, so we have completed his quest officially. So we are going to go upstairs and watch another cutscene. We're going to talk to a guy known as the Monumental, and he's going to explain the Nexus, and he is going to unlock the rest of the Archstones for us.
We have long awaited you, Slayer of Demons. I am one of the Monumentals. We preserve the fabric of reality. There is a tale I wish to tell you. Once, we too a scourge of demons faced. In the distant past, Under benevolent rule, the world was united owing to the soul arts. Until a lust for power caused the awakening of the Old One. Across the land seeped a colorless, deep fog, and the world faced extinction at the hands of the demons. Thanks be, we were able to lull the Old One back to its slumber, yet only after the loss of innumerable souls, and most of the world lost, erased by the fog. In order to mend the fabric of what lands still remained, we entrusted 6 leaders with 6 precious archstones, one to the king of a small yet industrious land, one to the king of the burrowers underground, one to the wise queen of the great ivory tower, one to the chieftain of lost and ill-fortuned souls, one to the shaman of the tempest-worshipping shadowmen, and the last to the great giants of the northern lands. The archstones were placed in the fringelands that survived. We contained the Old One here below the Nexus, and prohibited the soul arts. Finally, we became monumentals, half-living sentinels of the fabric of reality. Alas, the other monumentals have perished, and only I remain. Now it is your turn. You must lull the Old One back to its slumber and seal it away for all eternity. If not, a deep fog will absorb all that we know. Have you the strength to bear this burden? Yes. We are fortunate indeed to have you. Now, go forth and destroy every last demon. The Old One, without demons to feed its souls, will a new servant seek and lure you to its bosom.
Okay, so we got the backstory of the game, and we got the monumental. You can jump off this ledge here if you want. I believe you can anyway. You might be able to go downstairs here. There's a stone of inferior eyes, and this is what you use to return to human form. So if you want to summon someone, you need to be in your human form as we are now. And if you want to be summoned, you have to be in soul form when we die. These inferior eyes are limited to what you find in the world, but you can farm them infinitely, so don't worry about using them all up. There's a end-game level area that I'll point out a little bit later, and I'll show you where to farm them. So let's go down. I got a little bit turned around up here last time. But up there was, if you go up into that gate up there, you have to be online. And it's kind of like a record room, who has the most kills, who has the most deaths, most times played, stuff like that. So of course, there is world tendency, so if you die in human form, it gets harder to play the game, so go ahead and die here. The Nexus does have a pure white and pure black world tendency, but it does not have any world events, so it's unaffected. So every time you get your body back, you're going to want to toss yourself off of the off of that cliff. That way, when you go into the world, you can die as much as you want, and there's no worry. You're not going to make the game harder for yourself. And that's a guaranteed way to keep the game in pure white tendency, which is going to be easier for you to play. So you can now level up. The Maiden in Black will be here permanently. But I want to show you 2 more dudes before we end this episode. So, looking up the statue here on the right is a Sage Freak's apprentice. He sells sorceries. And on the left is going to be an NPC called the Disciple of God, and he sells miracles. So this, I think once you reach a certain amount of faith and pure white tendency, she'll give you a faint stone, which is a holy enchanted weapon. But you have the faith boys over there, and you're going to have the sorcery guys over here. So you don't have the... There's 2 more that we can get, but not just right now. But all the other archstones are unlocked. So we're going to leave off right here, and we will catch you tomorrow with 2 more episodes. I hope this helped you. I hope it entertained you, and I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you more tomorrow. Thank you guys, and have a wonderful day.